I'd like to share with you this week's Parshas Ve'era, something very nice from the Rebbe's father, Rebbe Levi Yitzchok Zatzal. This week's Parshas we have a posuk that says, Aaron HaKohen, he married a woman called Elisheva, Bas, who was the daughter of Aminadov. And then the posuk continues and it says, Achois Nachshon, the sister of Nachshon, which we know, Nachshon ben Aminadov. As the Gemara in Baba Basa Daf Kuf Tesom at base Daf Kuf Yudam Aleph. Once the pasuk tells me Bas Aminadov that it was the daughter of Aminadov, I know already it was a sister from Nachshon. Why do you have to add the words Achois Nachshon? That this Elisheva was a sister of Nachshon. Answers the Gemara. From here we learn out that when you marry a woman, you should check out her brothers, because the nature of the brothers, that's going to be also the nature of your children that you will have. Roiv Bonim, most of the children will take after the nature of the uncle, which is the brother of the mother. So this is what the Torah is medayik over here. Bas Aminadov, it was the daughter of Aminadov. But what? Achois Nachshon, because the children over here also inherited the nature of Nachshon. Ask Rebbe Yitzchok, where do we see that the children of Aaron HaKohen inherited specifically the nature of Nachshon? Said Rebbe Yitzchok, we all know the story later on of Parshas Shmini and the beginning of Parshas Achrei. The two sons of Aaron HaKohen, they had such a passion, they had such a yearn to go to the service of their father, and they went into the Holy of Holies, Lefnai v'Lefnim, into the Kodesh HaKadoshim, on the same day when the Mishkan was dedicated, the famous story. And unfortunately, the Patitze Eish, a fire went out. They went into a place which they weren't supposed to, and they passed away. Now, it explains the Chassidus. We all know there's two types of service to Hashem. Type of service which is like the service of Ahava, love of Hashem, and then, but also connected to Chesed. Chesed is kindness. A kind person, generally, is very calm, collective, and he's a very calm person. Someone who's more of a nature of Gevura, he has more fire in him. He has more passion, and he has more excitement, and he gets ecstatic. So there's two types of avodas Hashem. There's avodah which is called like Mayim, the Alter Rebbe says in Tanya, which is more calm, a love for Hashem. And then there's more of a passionate type of avodah, and that's called avodah of Gevura. Now we all know, being Rebbe Yitzchok, Aaron HaKohen himself was a Oyev Yisrael. He was the level of Ava, like we say in the bracha of the Birchas Koyanim, that Hashem blesses the Jews with Ava. In Pirkei Avos it says, Oyev Esabriyos, he loved all people, Umakarvel the Torah. He was more the level of Ava. And we didn't find so much the fiery passion in him. The Zohar also says that in Parshas Shmini, the Zohar brings down over there and explains the name of Elisheva. And it goes, the difference over there, there's a name called Bas Sheva, and in our Parsha, Aaron HaKohen's his wife's name was Elisheva. The first two letters of Elisheva is Kale. Aleph Lamed. Aleph Lamed, the name Kale we say in Tehillim, Chesed Kale Kol Hayoim. The name Kale always refers to Chesed. Sheva refers to her, in general, the emotional midas, which is 7, but what was the force behind Elisheva? She was also basically a midas HaChesed person. So this is how the Rebbe Yitzchok explains the Gemara, that Aaron HaKohen had two sons, Nadav Avihu, And they were full of this gvura, this passion, this yearning for Hashem. Where did that come from? Where did that nature come from? Their parents, Aaron was more of a kinder type, calmer person, chesed. The mother also, the Zohar says, was like Kael, also Shem of chesed, of kindness. So where did this power of gvura come in? This is what the Gemara says. Achois Nachshar. They were the sister of Nachshon. Nachshon, we know, he was the first one who jumped into the Yamsuf. And he had also that emotional, strong, vigorous type of nature, which is also Gevur, as it explains in Zohar. So this is what the Gemara wants to hint to us, what explains also in the esoteric part of Torah, that by Aaron and Cohen we see this interesting thing. Aaron had two children, Nadav Avihu. You know where they got that nature from? It wasn't from Aaron, it wasn't from Elisheva, it was Achois Nachshon, it was a sister from Nachshon. And from here we learn out that when you marry, you're looking into a shidduch, looking to good, into the brothers of your kala, because the nature of your children will be like the brothers. Just like Nachshon, just like Nadav Avihu inherited that vigorous, fiery type of passion from Nachshon ben Aminadab.